Willie, good to see you.
See ya.
Back on home soil, home for your sister's wedding. But you made it a long trip. You made it a worthwhile one. Home from Australia.
Yeah. Came back at the beginning of September. Back, my sister was getting married. Down in the Fate Lake Hotel there down in Waterford. So special occasion. So I couldn't miss that, Davy.
I had the pleasure of being there as well. It was a beautiful day, and you're in Australia now, just over 4 years.
Yeah, I've been in Australia. Moved there in during COVID actually. 2021 I think it was, and been down there in down outside Melbourne working for Kieran Maher for the past 4.5 years. Yeah.
You're enjoying Melbourne then? Life there?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Good country, Australia. Good people down there. Good characters. Racing is a thriving sport down there, and prize money is very good as well. So it's been a good stint down there, Dev.
It's only a 6-month season, Willie. There, like so. Your last race, I remember Sean Flanagan headed over to rides in the big race over there that you rode in, and that was the end of the season. That was
towards the end of the season. Yeah, Sean Flanagan came out to ride in the Grand National Hurdle, which was probably 2 or 3 meetings prior to the final race meeting, which was at Ballarat. The Grand National was the last race meeting, and that was middle of August. Yeah, like you said, it's a short enough season over there for the jumps jockeys. It's a 6-month season. Just racing once or sometimes twice a week. But the big race meeting there obviously is in May, the Warrnambool Carnival, and that would be probably in comparison to what you'd have like the Cheltenham Festival or that here. But it's good. I suppose having the short season. I've ridden in a fair few countries now, and be honest with you, the part-time jockey business suits me now because I'm not going racing every day of the week. Not driving all over the country, and have a bit of time to myself. So it suited me for when I was in America as well. That's like a short season there as well. So I've enjoyed having time to myself to be able to live my life and do other things outside of the sport.
Of course, we're heading into the winter months, and in Australia, they're heading into the summer months. So having that time off is nice when you're going to have the sun on your back.
Yeah, it's great. Look, all the jockeys, they work hard. It's a sport you have to be very dedicated to, managing your weight and working very hard, riding horses every day. It's a physical job. So I'm looking forward to heading back now down to Australia for the summer months. Spring heading into summer right there at the moment, and be able to let my hair down a little bit in the off season and have a few beers and just enjoy life a bit, and watch the spring racing down there. Is flat racing down there. Group 1 racing is pretty much every week or every other week. There's big races down there, so I'll be looking forward to not participating but spectating and having a glass of champagne or something.
Of course, the big race worldwide, but of course held down there. The Melbourne Cup's not too far away. The first Tuesday in November.
Yeah. It's a huge event. The Aussies love that race. It's a very, very special race to them, and it's actually a national holiday. Kids get a day off school for the Melbourne Cup. Yeah, so it's great, I suppose, to see that side of racing, that it has such an impact on the public and the population. Stop for a race. It's fascinating to experience that and be a part of it.
You've been getting on to me since you arrived there, but definitely from 22 onwards to come down to the Melbourne Cup, and it is something that I do always want to do, but I promise you I'll definitely go next year.
Yeah, you'll have to make it down there. I'm sure the Australians would love to see this content, and also all of yours here in Ireland and in Europe. It'll be a very interesting video for them, I think, and I can definitely bring you down and show you around. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to put that in the calendar to go, because I keep putting it off the last 2 years, telling you I will, and then
it's
I
a
don't.
long flight, right? So,
I'm sure I'll be all right.
You'll be fine. You'll be flying first class, sure. You'll be well able to afford that.
Who's paying for that? You?
It'd be easy.
That carnival that you mentioned earlier, you rode a double there this year as well. It was a quiet enough season for you this season, but that was due to injury. But since you made that move to Melbourne, you've won all the big races out there to be won, and you've enjoyed very fruitful success being in Australia.
Yeah, I've had plenty of success in Australia. I've been very lucky that I went down there to work for Kieran Maher and Dave Oustis at the time. So I joined a stable with strong firepower. So even though I wasn't first jockey for Kieran's stable, riding second string or third string sometimes even, you're always on a good horse, and I've been very lucky to ride a lot of winners for him, win all the big races down there, and team up with some other really good trainers down there as well. So Henry O'Dwyer, actually, I met at the Curragh last weekend. He had a runner in the Group 1, so Henry gave me my first winner down in Australia, a horse called the Dominator, and that was back in 21. Hadn't ridden a race for a year and a half, and I'd been off with a broken neck for a long time, and Henry gave me my first winner, and that was a winner I will never forget. Yeah.
In Australia, there's a lot of Irish lads and doing very well, I suppose. A couple of standout ones. Luke Dempsey's doing very well riding there, and Shane Jackson, who had a very good riding career, is a very successful training career now.
Yes, 100%, Davey. No matter where you go in the world, Irish in horse racing, they just go together. So a couple of lads you mentioned there are doing extremely well down there. Luke Dempsey came out there a couple of years ago, and he was riding over the jumps. He's now changed his license to ride on the flat, and it's been a great change for him. He's having great success. He's making plenty of money and riding a lot of winners. Brilliant jockey over the jumps, and even better now on the flat. He's doing super good. And Shane Jackson, brilliant jockey himself as well. He went down there as a rider, and he's now started training probably just over a year and a half, and he's been a breakout trainer for his first season down there. He's really having a lot of success, and he's a great horseman as well. So it's great to see, fellas with I suppose careers as jockeys gone on to being very successful as trainers, and Shane has proved that so far. He's won a lot of big races already.
And of course Robbie Dolan from County Kildare, just off the Curragh, winning the Melbourne Cup last year.
That was huge, and I think his character as well to go along with it has been the real spice to it.
The singing helps, doesn't
the
it?
singing and everything. Like, he's a brilliant jockey, but fantastic character, and the Australians love him. And then like a couple of lads we mentioned there, Tommy Madden's out there now as well. He moved out there a couple of years ago, and he's doing fierce well. John Allen, obviously, speaks for himself. He's 20 Group 1 winners ridden now at this stage, and all the Irish lads to go out there, look, no matter where they go, if they put their head down and they work hard, they have the talent, they have the experience, they seem to get on well, and all of those lads we mentioned there now, and we're leaving out plenty, but they've been very successful, but they've made that success for themselves, Davey.
To wind it back a small bit, from County Cork, for anyone that doesn't know you, they'll realise that listening to this, because you never lost that accent. I know that was something that was very important to you. You rode Point to Points around when Davy Russell was riding and everything, and Point to Points then. Then you made the move across to the UK then to work for Tom George, and then you moved up to Birmingham, and that's when we met. We crossed paths then, we lived together in Ian Williams's
Dominion Stables, was it?
Dominion Stables.
Something
yeah,
like
that's
that,
the one,
yeah.
Portway. That was it, wasn't it?
That was it, yeah.
That was the one. Great days there we had, of course. And then you made that move to America then. It was a bold move back then at the time, but was obviously very successful for you. You spent just over 10 years in America. A lot of success riding in all those big races, winning those big races, champion jockey out there. And you mentioned earlier in the video you suffered a horrific fall when you broke your neck out there. Tell us a little bit about that move to America and your time in America.
Yeah, so I moved to America, I think it was in 2011. I'd ridden in England for like 4 or 5 seasons over there with some success, and I got the opportunity to go and ride for an owner in America, and at the time, yeah, it was a hard decision to make, but I was glad I did. In hindsight, looking back, every move I've made, I've had plenty luck out of making those moves. America was a good, really good part of my career. Won a lot of races out there, made a lot of contacts, met a lot of wonderful people out there,
Made a
and
lot of money too.
made a few quid as well. That helps. But yeah, look, then yeah, obviously had a fall in 2020 where I broke my neck
Where was it again, Willie?
in Virginia.
That was
Yeah, had a fall there and broke my neck, and decided I'd probably kind of done everything I wanted to do in America, and if I could maybe have one more crack at race riding, I'd like to do it in Australia.
It was a bold move though at the time, wasn't it? After suffering that such bad injury, then to go to the other side of the world and try and make it out there then.
It was, but look, I suppose life throws up challenges for us all the time, Davy, and it's how we manage them, and what we do, and how we work towards a goal. It's a great thing to have a goal. So I just felt at the time that when I was laid up with my injury, when I was there with the broken neck, that I was looking for a new challenge, and that was my goal. It was to go to Australia and try and win a race down there. And I'd have been very happy with that, just to put another country on the list. And it turned into something else. I went first day I rode there, I rode 2 winners, and the idea of riding 1 winner went out the window, and I just wanted more and more and more then. So yeah, look, I've had great success and great help, from my family and from different friends along the way, and in making decisions. But ultimately, any decision you make, you have to make it of your own account. So I've made some good moves over the years, and I'm very happy with my career to date, and very happy with life in general.
In terms of a career as a jockey now, it's over.
It's over, Davy, and I'm absolutely blessed after a long career of it, 27 years, and plenty of injuries, plenty of bad injuries. Absolutely blessed to walk out in one piece. So that's a huge winner for me.
But most importantly, so many good days.
So many good days. Yeah. Look, I've had plenty of success, great memories. Met a lot of great connections through racing, and that's not over yet. I'm gonna still stay in the industry, but great days to remember. And growing up as a kid, dreaming about winning races and winning big races. I got to fulfill my dreams, which every kid can't say. And I've been very lucky with the moves I've made, very lucky with the people I've met, and extremely lucky to get on some fantastic horses over the years.
And for someone who's you're a fair globetrotter, really, aren't you? You're not afraid of moving to new places, and who knows where you'll end up after Australia. But the great thing you do have is a US citizenship, so you can go back, and you have property there as well, so you can go back to America whenever you want, come and go.
Yeah, look, like I said, Dave, it's been a huge career going around, traveling to different countries. I haven't ridden thousands of winners like Tony McCoy or Ruby Walsh, or these idols I had when I was a kid, but I got to do everything that I wanted to do as a rider. Got to win a lot of big races and make some money out of the game. I've been very lucky, and like you said there, look, I have my American citizenship now as well. I got my American citizenship in 2021, so I'm very grateful and blessed to have that. And America could be a spot to maybe go back to in the future, and work in racing maybe, or do something totally different. Who knows?
And I'm heading out there in just over 3 weeks' time to Far Hills, a track that you're well familiar with, and rode plenty of winners around for the American Grand National, and it's going to be my 3rd time going. It's a weekend I absolutely love. It's great crack, great racing, and of course the Irish have such a great record when they go out there.
Yeah, that's the big one for American racing. Far Hills is a huge meeting. Upwards of 25,000-30,000 people there at the races. Just out of the country track. Great atmosphere, brilliant racing, and great to see the Europeans going over, taking on the best horses that they have in America. So it's great for the sport, and I know all you lads have a good time when you go out there, and it's a good time of year for the trainers here, I suppose, to send horses out there also. Which it's a great meeting. Far Hills it's the biggie.
Lastly, Willie, I had the pleasure of going out to to America for a few months when I was obviously a lot younger, wiser, and obviously a lot lighter at the time. Went out to for a few months, had the time of my life, riding track work in a place called Bowie,
Bowie,
which I think is,
Maryland.
yeah, which is closed now,
Yes.
obviously. But the reason why I want to speak about this before we finish is just there's great opportunities in America. You know, if it's not going well for you here, whether it's you're a jockey or not a jockey, there's so many opportunities, plenty of money to be made out there as well, and more Irish people should think about maybe going out, at least trying it for a few months, shouldn't they?
Yeah, I agree 100%. America is the land of opportunity, and I mean that's not just a saying; it is. You know, and like I said earlier in the interview, Davey, like anyone that wants to go to another country and put their head down and work hard, you don't even have to work. If you're 3/4 of the way there working, you'll still make money. You know, Australia is also another country for lads to consider. Great opportunities down there. Racing is a thriving sport down there also. And between those, between America and Australia, I would advise anybody that is even thinking about doing it to make some contacts and find their way down there. Try it out for a few months. If you don't like it, you can always come home. Home will always be here. So some people get a bit homesick at the beginning maybe, but once you kind of get over that stage, it's great for anybody to just experience these different racing jurisdictions and different kind of racing in different countries. Dirt racing in America, and turf racing is very big in Australia. So it's good for anybody to kind of put themselves in an uncomfortable position of heading away from home and flying from the nest, and it's good character building to be out there and be able to live in another country and do it by yourself.
Good. Listen, Willie, thanks very much for sitting down and having a chat, and best of luck when you go back to Australia on Thursday, and no doubt you'll enjoy that hot summer for the next few months.
I'll be looking forward to it, Davey, and a couple of beers as well if we're at the races to wash it down would be great.
Absolutely.
Good to see you, Ball, and congratulations on all the good work you're doing with these videos. Been a pleasure to come back and meet you and catch up with you again, and we'll try and get that Melbourne Cup video, and maybe possibly next year if you can
Definitely.
come down.
I guarantee I'm going next year.
Oh man, it'll be good content.